Tell me something about yourself.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for giving me opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Saurav. I was born and brought up in Hisar, Haryana. I did my schooling from Hisar itself. After completing my CA intermediate in May 2019, I came to Delhi for my articleship. I did my articleship from ARG and Company LLP, which is a firm based in Delhi in Pitampura. I got major exposure in state audit. There I have done test of control, test of detail, which include audit of PPE, audit of inventory, audit of revenue, audit of purchase, audit of trade receivable and trade payable. I also have some exposure related to filing of returns and and preparation of financial statement. I also, apart from my work and apart from my work and study, I love to play cricket and badminton. I also like to listening music. That's all about me. If anything you would else, and if anything else you would love to know about me, tell me. I will explain. I will tell you.
What is walkthrough?
So is a process in which walkthrough is a process in which we check a transaction from start to end in computer system.
What is analytical procedures?
Sir, analytical procedure is a process in which we compare past result or industry result with our results, whether it is current year result or past.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me an instance where you had a very challenging time in your articleship.
Sir, in my starting of articleship, I moved from a small city to a big city like Delhi. So I faced a lot of challenges in adjustment. I also don't know practical exposure, so I there feel a lot of challenges. But as time goes on, I ups, upskilled myself and reduces those challenges.
Right. What were your major observations during your client observations? Client in articleship.
But once during my articleship, while auditing the PPE, I found that one of our client has disposed of the asset, but it didn't record the disposal in cash. It is the major it is the major experience I get during my articles.
Right. How many audit inventory?
Audit of inventory. So for completeness, sheet with we will reconcile inventory with the management sheet. For for existence, we will check by doing physical verification. For valuation, we will apply Indas 102 or Indas 2 or AS2, whether valuation is done as per proper Indian gap or not. And we will check whether it is disclosed as per proper Indas or AS or not. That's all.
What is the deferred tax asset?
Deferred tax asset means there is a difference between accounting balance and tax balance, which we will pay after, which we have paid, and we will claim after a few times, after a few years.
Example.
Example like difference in depreciation rate. For example, depreciation rate in as per accounting, the depreciation rate is 15%, but As per income tax rate, depreciation is 20% or 25%. So the difference which will be created, either we will claim it after it, we have to pay it now, but we will claim it after 4 or 5 years, or at the last of at the end of end life of asset.
Does Section 43B leads to deferred tax, whether it be deferred tax asset or liability?
No, no. Section 43B does not lead to deferred tax asset or deferred tax liability.
Are you sure
The
about it?
reason be what, sir?
Are you sure about it?
Yes, sir. I am sure about it.
What is virtual certainty in deferred tax?
Sorry, sir. I don't know about it. I will do it after my interview.
What is FBTPL, FBTOCI, and amortized cost under Indas 109?
Sir, this is the method to record financial asset as per Indas 109.
When we will record under amortized cost?
Sir, we will record under amortized cost when we have to keep our financial asset till maturity.
And when we'll record under FBTPL?
FPTPL, when we have to take benefit of change in market rates, then we will record our financial asset at FPTPL.
Example.
Examples, sir, investment in equity share of other company or debtors.
When it will be in FBTP OCI?
FPTPOCI. Sorry, sir, I forgot about it.
Why Indas 116 was introduced?
As there is some as there is some drawback in India 17 that it does not cover accounting of lessee, so India's 116 come to existence.
Can you specify what was that?
There was no accounting of lessee in the. There was no proper accounting related to. There was no proper accounting in the books of lessee given in India's 117, India's 17. So India's 116 come to existence.
Earlier, what it was in Indas 116? Yes, sorry.
But
Now, what is the treatment? What will be the treatment of lease as per the old AS and as per the new Indas in leases?
in new India's 116, lessee records asset at ROU and liability at present value. But in AS there is no such present value of liability.
How it was in the present, in the earlier AS?
It was on contract value, contracted amount.
What are the components of ROU asset?
ROU asset includes lease liability paid by lessee plus any initial expense incurred by lessee reduced by any incentive given by lessor plus unguaranteed residual value.
What is the discount rate that is used in the books of lessee?
incremental borrowing rate,
You need to go through the standard
IEIR, sorry.
properly. You need to go through the standard of deferred tax, Indas. Excel sheet not done properly. You need to go through it. Okay. How will you check payroll?
Sir, payroll for completeness, we will check whether expense is matched with the payroll sheet or not. For completeness, after completeness, we will check occurrence. For occurrence, we will check whether new we will check new joinee and we will check attendance register of employees. We will also check whether the PF or for valuation, we will check whether the PF and ESI are properly deducted or not.
What are the latest Caro amendments?
Latest Caro amendments include, first of all, fixed asset is replaced by PPE and intangible asset. Now we have to maintain proper and true records of intangible assets. We also have to maintain the records of assets which are not in the name of company. We have to also report if there is any discrepancy more than 10% in physical verification and how it will dealt. In inventory, we have to report there, if there is discrepancy of 10% or more and how it is dealt. We also have to report in Caro 2020 the income which is disclosed in income tax return but doesn't disclose in the books of account. In Caro 2020 also include whether the internal control system of the company is commensurate with as per company or not, and whether the statutory auditor consider the report of internal auditor or not. We also have to report CSR expenses which are remain on CSR expenditure which are transferred to specific account of ongoing project, and whether the CSR expense transferred to account as given in Schedule 7 if there is no ongoing project. We
What are the
also
various
have to
types of audit
report
risk? Audit risk.
audit risks. Audit risks include detection risk, inherent risk, and control risk.
What is control risks?
Control risk means whether the internal control as applied by the companies are properly preventing, identifying, or detecting or the fraud or not.
What are the five major components of internal control?
Five major control. Sorry, sir. Yes.
What do you check in control testing?
Control testing, first of all, in control testing, generally, we will check whether control are properly designed or not and properly implemented or not.
That is same thing only. Design implement. Second,
And whether they are properly working or not.
how will you check the design? How will you check control design?
Sir, ये नहीं. Sorry, sir. I will
Operating
check this
effective,
after.
operating effectiveness.
Operating effectiveness. Sir,
How do you check the going concern of an organization is operating or not, or there is a threat to a going concern?
we'll check it by management report, whether how management disclose the going concern of company.
Okay. Give me two reasons why should we hire you. We have more than 25 people who have given interviews. All are chartered accountants. What is the special thing that is in you that you think that you should be hired? Two major
Sir, I am,
things.
sir, I am motivated and self, sir, I am energetic and self-motivated person. As I saw the job description and my experience, I think I am best suitable for this role. Moreover, I am a quick learner. All the opportunities given by this organization to me will support my interest, and I think I will become a part of, I will give my part to the growth of organization. I will support to the growth of organization.
What is your greatest weakness?
Sir, greatest weakness is that sometimes when I was busy, when I am busy in my work, I don't look toward the latest amendments of act or laws.
Again, you say this. I did not hear.
Sir, my weakness is that when I am busy in my work, then sometimes I ignore the latest amendments and changes in the act. But after completing my work, but after completing my work or reducing the work pressure, I go through it.
How many hours can you devote to us?
Sir, as much as organization need in busy sessions.
We have 16 hours of work out here. 9 to 12, 9 to 1. This is the work pressure. How will you handle that?
Sir, in busy session, I like the work, so I will handle the
We have 365 days only busy season. How will you manage work pressure?
sir, sir, in my learning phase, I definitely handle the work pressure. As sometimes you for gain something, you have to lose something.
What do
So I
you do?
will,
What do you do to reduce this work stress? Sometimes it will happen that you become very boring and you feel bored. Work is getting boring. What will you do to reduce that boredom and monotonous?
sir, as sir, I will do some yoga to increase my effectiveness, and I also sometimes listen music to boost my energy. So I think by doing these two, I will manage my work pressure.
Procedures that you will apply while auditing revenue.
Sir, in revenue, first of all, we will check completeness by reconciling the revenue with sales register, sales ledger, trial balance, and GST returns. Sorry. Then then we will go for occurrence, and in occurrence we will do vouchings, and we will apply cutoff procedure in which we will take five last five transaction of this year and first five transaction of next year to check whether these are recorded in proper period or not. Then we will check value. We will check accuracy by applying the apply the principle of AS2 or INDAS2, whether they are properly recorded at their value or not. And in classification, we will check whether these are recorded in proper account or not.
How the revenue is recognized as per the Indas 115 in the case of an e-commerce operator like Zomato or Ola.
So these companies record revenue as per commission basis, on commission basis. They
Why?
will record commission income as their
Why?
revenue.
Why?
Sir, because these are the brokers which take order from the customer and give it to the restaurants. So they will earn some part of their income from restaurants as their commission
What are the three
and
conditions
record it.
by which you can tell what are the three conditions of a principal as per India's 115?
Sir, principal takes the responsibility to complete the contract. Customer decide the price of the contract. And sir, I don't know. I will check after interview.
He does not bear the inventory risk. He bears the
It
inventory risk.
doesn't.
Sorry. He bears the inventory risk as a principal. What is embedded derivatives?
Sir, embedded derivatives are the derivatives which contain the which contain derivative components in its financial instrument which contain the derivative component.
How do you check the accounting for derivatives?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
How many clients have you handled in your Article C?
I have handled many clients which belongs
How
to
many?
industry of manufacturing,
How many?
approx 10.
Which type of clients they are? Sector,
These
industry.
are, they belong to manufacturing industry, trading industry, and e-commerce industry.
What is the key risk in the manufacturing industry?
Key risk in manufacturing industry is the goods ordered, the raw material ordered by the owner may get the price of raw material may get reduced, or the raw material which it stores become defective after some time, or worker can steal it. These are the
Any
major.
major observation that you had while auditing a manufacturing client?
Sir, I have so sir during manufacturing clients, I I have noticed that one once it recorded goods transit goods in transit as purchase. This is my major observation.
And trading client?
In trading client, as I already told you that client has disposal of the PPE, but it doesn't show the effect in cash in bank and recorded it as donation.
Let's suppose you need to take the confirmation of the banks and you're not getting the
Yes.
confirmation from the banks in few of the cases. What will be your alternative procedures you will apply?
So then I will apply substantive testing. I will check transaction from next period whether they are clearing, whether they are confirming or not in BRS with BRS bank reconciliation statement.
You check the BRS and what we will do further.
Sir, I will check whether these transactions are showing in cash in my books in further period or not.
We'll check the subsequent clearance of those things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What made you join a Big Four? Why Big Four? Why not industry?
Sir, as you know that working environment in Big Four is very great. They will provide more learning than industry. I will I will get more. I will excel myself more here and learn here more than industry. So I want to join Big Four. I can get many industry exposure in Big Four, like manufacturing, service, and hotels, insurance, as per my team client.
Did you give any interview before this interview in any Big Four?
No, sir, I didn't get any opportunity. I tried, but as you know, there are sometimes referrals required for scheduling the interview, and I don't have such referrals, so I don't get the opportunity
Okay, Saurav, I
to
think
give it.
I have asked you a fair bit of questions. Do you have any questions for us?
Sir, I want to know, thank you, sir, for giving me opportunity. Sir, I want to know what keep you motivated to work in busy sessions and how you do your routine work. That's
Um, it's the learning that we get out here that really motivates, and also the earning that is also the major part. In industry, we don't get that much of earning commensurate to the hard work that we put in, but here our hard work is compensated well by earning also, and also we get out here kudos and everything. So that really motivates me. Okay, then I think this meeting will also end. So I think it was great talking to you, and you did well. Okay, now my HR will tell you about the result, and if there is another round, I think so that will also be happening. I think you did well. Thank you so much.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a